Although modern smartphones are becoming increasingly more powerful, one of the problems with using a phone or a tablet is that it could be difficult to capture handwritten notes. Although there are stylus solutions, many of the styluses come with a broad tip that makes it fairly inaccurate to write and capture notes on a small screen or even on a large screen. Today, with students and business users requiring handwritten notes, drawings, and annotations, an easier solution might be to just write with pen and paper. There are a number of solutions on the market, one of which is Evernote, which allows you to capture or scan in your notes using your smartphone's camera. Other solutions, such as those developed by Samsung with the Galaxy Note line, uses a more precise active digitizer known as the S Pen, which is based on Wacom's active digitizing technology, which has a very fine tip pen, making it easier to capture notes rather than a broad stylus that's compatible with a capacitive touchscreen such as those on a modern smartphone. However, still writing on a glass screen with a pen still doesn't give you the same friction that pen and paper offers. Today we're taking a look at the Livescribe pen, which combines the best of both worlds. It gives you the digital power of having notes captured and searchable using a smartphone, while at the same time giving you a traditional pen with a traditional paper to give you a more accurate and more comfortable writing experience. In this way, the Livescribe pen is more akin to writing on traditional paper than capturing notes using any of the digital methods that we have described. I'm Chang Wen for Godby Mobile. Join me in this video as we take a look at the Livescribe pen. The Livescribe pen that we have here is the version 3. This version integrates well with the smartphone and has apps for both Android and iOS. The app is free and you can download it in the App Store, and what you would want to do is download the Livescribe Plus application, which pairs with the pen. Unlike previous Livescribe pen, this pen completely integrates with the smartphone, so you won't have a clunky interface, there's not any digital dials on the pen, and essentially there's only one LED indicator light to show that the pen is powered on, and when it's solid blue it means that it is connected to the smartphone. When you're recording audio notes using the pen, your phone will actually be using its own microphone and also storing it on the phone's storage rather than on the pen. So this is another difference with the Livescribe 3 versus previous editions of the Livescribe pen, which stores notes on the pen and then requires manual synchronization either over the cloud via Wi-Fi or over Bluetooth at a later point in time. With this pen, everything is seamless and it connects via the iPhone or Android phones using Bluetooth 4.0. Let's go ahead and take a look at the pen and see what functionalities it offers. This is a very simple pen. It does have a clip here where you can clip it into your pocket. As we've mentioned, there's a single LED button here, or a single LED light that shows the status of the pen. At the top, you do have a capacitive touch stylus, so you can switch between writing with the pen and also tapping on the screen. So you can just rotate the pen over to tap on the screen to launch the app, for instance. This capacitive stylus does come off, so you can also remove it, and once you do, there's a micro USB port here. This micro USB port allows you to charge the pen using a micro USB to USB connector, and then you can plug it into the wall outlet that way. In the middle of the pen barrel, there's this ridged circular portion here, and this part twists. Once you twist it close, it will shut off the pen and retract the ballpoint's tip here, so it will protect the pen itself while turning off the electrical components to save on battery life. Once you twist it again, it will turn on and it will show that the pen is on with a green LED, and then it will switch to blue once the pen is paired to your smartphone. So once it's paired, as I do have it here, it's going to show that the pen is paired by showing the pen on the phone display itself here in the Livescribe Plus application. Once you turn the pen off, it's going to show that the pen is gone on the display to show that it's not connected. On the bottom here, you do have the slot where the pen tip does come out once you turn on the pen, and this large portion here actually houses a camera. The camera actually takes physical pictures of what you're writing, but it doesn't actually take pictures of what you're writing. It takes pictures based on the little dots that are on the specialized Livescribe paper. This paper has a lot of dots on it, and then when you write over the dots, it will capture what you're writing using the camera that's attached to this Livescribe pen. Essentially, the pen does come with a limited amount of storage, so even if you don't have your phone connected, it would be able to store some of your writing inside the pen, and then once you connect the phone, or you connect the pen to the phone, it will begin synchronizing the stored notes to the phone. However, you can also write in real time, so you can go ahead and if you start writing, it will begin to transfer the notes over to the smartphone application as you go along. Let's go ahead and test out the pen and see how it performs. Right now I have written "This is a review," and we are on page 7 of this Livescribe notebook. So essentially what you would want to do is just begin to write. There's no special settings or anything that you need to worry about. You don't have to tap on the page or anything. Once you write, it will automatically detect that you're on page 7 in the notebook via the dots and the grids that are built into this paper, and it will automatically transfer what you have written over to the smartphone application. So I'm going to rewrite "This is a review," and I'm going to write "This is a review for Gotta Be Mobile." And as you can see, there is a slight delay when the pen is synchronizing with the phone, with the application. So your writing here would be a little bit faster than when the pen actually transfers the notes over. But as you can see, it's almost pretty instantaneous, and it does capture writing pretty accurately. On the paper itself, you'll notice that there are several different options here, and then you can also flag and annotate this paper just using the pen itself, just by tapping on any of the dots or icons here. So here, if you can turn it into sort of a 3-subject notebook and just continue without, this notebook doesn't have any dividers for different subjects, but if you want to say, you can say this is part of subject 1, and you can just tap on the 1 here with the pen, and that's all that you would need to do. On the bottom, you can also add tags, you can flag it, or you can mark it as a favorite just by touching the pen tip to any of the icons here on the bottom, and it will automatically flag it within the application. One of the nice tricks with the Livescribe pen in the past is that you can also record audio notes while you're taking handwritten notes. With that, you just need to tap on the record, pause, or stop button, and it will actually record your audio notes and synchronize it with whatever you're writing at the time. So this is great for students who are attending lectures, for business users who are attending business meetings or conference calls, and you need to refer back to the audio notes if you can't write fast enough. So this is a nice feature of the pen. In the past, the audio notes were stored inside the pen, so it does require copious amounts of storage. However, with the Livescribe pen, or the Livescribe 3 pen, Livescribe had actually transferred the audio recording to the phone. With many iPhones having 16, 32, or 64 gigs of storage today, that means that you can store more notes and you don't have to worry about synchronizing the audio portion, so it will automatically appear on your phone. What you would do is that if you're in a lecture or a meeting, all you would have to do is use the pen tip here, the ballpoint pen, and you'll just tap on the begin recording button, and then as you can see on the phone, it will begin to record the audio note with this timer here at the top. And then if you need to stop the recording, all you would have to do is hit pause, or you can hit stop to completely stop out of the recording. As you can see here, how fast and responsive the application is just by hitting these controls. So essentially the Livescribe pen brings analog control sort of and brings it over to the digital world. I'm going to go ahead and write "This is a review of the Livescribe pen for GottaBeMobile.com." and then I'm going to stop the recording. So essentially what I've written and the audio portion should be synchronized together. Unfortunately, I'm not able to write fast enough for this video demo, but let's go ahead and replay that to see how it works and how the synchronization works. So I'm going to go ahead and turn up the volume, and let's go ahead and play this. Of the Livescribe pen. So as you can see here, the handwriting here turns green as you go along. And it does synchronize very well, so it does offer a lot of flexibility for users who need to refer back to handwritten notes. So if you're an attorney in a meeting, or if you're trying to record a meeting, you can go ahead and do that as well. The main concern with moving the microphone and all the recording capabilities from the pen to the smartphone is that you do have to have your smartphone out with the microphone facing whichever direction you're trying to record, or else it's not going to capture the audio notes very well. So if you're using the pen for recording audio notes, you would want to keep your smartphone out and not muffled in a bag, or else the phone won't be able to pick up the audio portion. Another nice feature with Livescribe is that once you go into the feed, it will show you various different things. Again, we just marked this as favorite, so as you can see, there's a little star here, or a little flag here for when we marked it. And you can also convert your handwritten notes into text-based notes, so you can go ahead and transcribe this just by swiping across, and it will give you the transcribed text. If you want to refer back to the handwritten note, you can just swipe back again. So these are just some of the nice gestures and features that are available for the Livescribe pen. So depending on how well your writing is, sometimes the pen does have difficulties with trying to translate or transcribe what you've written. So basically here I've written, for more inking solutions, visit gottabemobile.com, and also be sure to check out our YouTube channel for additional content. And it got most of it right except for the inking portion here. So for in or rather than more, and then gotta be mobile is not spelled or transcribed correctly here. So that just some of the nitpicks here, but you can also fix this, and it does give you a way to actually see your notes transcribed into text. And of course you can add tags here. You can flag it, add it as a favorite. And what you can do is, if you favorite it, let's go ahead and do that, it will give you an annotation here. So once you go through, it's kind of like earmarking a page, so you know what's important if you have to review your notes or study for a test if you're a student. And I can also assign, let's go ahead and make it a tag. And of course you can have multiple notebooks. This is just a starter notebook, so this is how the notebook looks with all the different pages, and you can also scroll through to give it a more visual feel. And then you can also add additional notebooks for different subjects or for different categories if you have the need for that as well. So this has been a quick look of the Livescribe Plus application along with the Livescribe 3 pen for Gotta Be Mobile. Be sure to visit us on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/gottabemobile and also at www.gottabemobile.com for additional content. We'll have more inking content, more reviews on different stylists, and also additional tablet PC reviews where we take a look at inking and transcribing of handwritten text into notes. I'm Chang Wen for gottabemobile.com. Thanks for watching.